two things I got to talk about just for fun. This is just a fun conversation for me. So there ain't nothing fucking huge here. So it's going to be fucking boring, so just move on. But I got to talk about this fucking Democrat thing. And I'm not even on the Democrat side. I don't really even care. I don't care about either of these sides personally. But you know how you have like, it's like dealing with Special Olympics kids. You wanna see them achieve something kind of cool. That's what the Democrats kind of remind me of. It's like, you want to cheer for them anyway, even though So you fucking guys, man. In sales, you give someone a script to read from in the beginning, and what happens is they start to understand the market, they start to understand a rhythm, they start to develop their own style and their own pacing. And then they keep the core elements of the sales pitch, but they change it and tailor it to them. And you do that with new people because you want to get them used to, number one, talking to people, number two, taking rejection. That's why you do that. These are supposedly elected officials who somehow won an office. I don't know how the fuck they won an office. They certainly don't have anything in common with their constituents because they all, yesterday apparently, read from the exact same script. That isn't even fucking rookie mistake. That's just total fucking stupidity to do that. That you had them literally, some hive mind had these motherfuckers read from the exact same script at the same time and release that shit? Are you that out of touch with fucking reality? For real. I'm not even a very good salesman. Dude, I suck at sales. And dude, even I know that shit. Although I did it for many years. I still fucking hated doing sales. But I'm just telling you, like, you do that kind of thing to get people used to it. And these are supposed to be elected officials that won an office somehow by having a connection with their constituent. Clearly they didn't have any connection because nobody who had an actual connection with the American public would have done any of that stupid shit. For real, they would not have done a script like that. Are you fucking serious? You couldn't, dude, if you brought that to like me as a movie producer, I would have said, this is totally unbelievable and nobody would ever fucking do this. Like, we're not gonna make this movie, we're gonna lose money. Evidently, that would not be the case. Comedy writes itself, apparently, on this one. Like, that's just fucking ridiculous that you guys did that. It tells me you don't connect with anybody. That's the thing. In sales, after you get past the scripting and everything, you start to get comfortable with it and you start to understand the product and you start to understand the client. And your client, of course, is the American people. So if you have nothing in common with the American people, do you see where I'm going with this? If you have nothing in common with the American fucking people, how can you have anything other than just to read from a fucking script? Should tells me everything I need to know about you and tells me everything I need to know about the people who voted for you. Assuming they actually did vote for you and it wasn't all fucking rigged. So there's that. The other thing is that during this state of the shit show nonsense that we saw, like I heard that Trump said he's going to make it mandatory. I got to tell you, Republican or Democrat, just my personality personally, if you tell me my participation's mandatory, that fucking guarantees I'm not showing up. That fucking guarantees I won't show up. In fact, not only does it guarantee I won't show up, it means that it would guarantee me doing a live stream in a competing time slot with you. Fuck you. You are not my boss, you orange cock. Fuck off. You are not the boss of anybody. And speaking of that orange cock, why was he addressing the room? He's supposed to be addressing the American people and telling them, how fucked everything is. Instead, we heard 90 minutes of bullshit. 90 minutes of a Dr. Phil episode on fucking steroids. So, no. And I mean, like, I don't know how anybody has any respect for any of these fucking people. That's really the if I have a point to make with any of this, that would be my point. How does anybody have any fucking respect left for any of these motherfuckers? Motherfuckers standing there reading off the goddamn teleprompter instead of telling people what they need to fucking hear. That is not a friend of yours, by the way. How do you know if someone's a friend of yours? They'll tell you shit that you need to hear. That you need to hear. Not stuff you just want to hear all the time. They'll tell you stuff you need to hear. That's how you know they're friends. So like all these people who tell you all the shit that you want to hear and stuff, they're not your fucking friends. I don't even like most people on this fucking planet. To be perfectly honest with everybody out there. But that doesn't mean that I can't necessarily be your friend. And I'm talking to the English-speaking world as a whole with this one. So, No, I couldn't believe that would have guaranteed. That would have flat fucking guaranteed I did not show up. What the fuck's he gonna do? For real, what's he gonna do? Send a goon? They better be a quicker draw than me. I practice that shit, so fuck you. So, I mean, like that. No, dude. And then they all sat there, and I saw that one dude with the cane and everything. He didn't crack somebody over the fucking head. Sergeant of Arms shows up and everything. It's like, what a bunch of theater. Crack that motherfucker over the head. Like, let's get this shit going. Let's get something going. You know, we will have order. Fuck your order. And fuck your House, and fuck your Senate. Fuck your orange dickhead. And fuck all these people. How do anybody have any respect? I keep coming back to that. How the fuck do any of you have any respect for these motherfuckers? Fucking how? How can you take any of these fucking people seriously? Well, they've got goons. Why did you buy all those millions of AR-15s then?